Hello, everybody. My name is Ian Beckles, and welcome to Plant Power. Now, this is a new podcast. This used to be the cannabis podcast, but kind of broadened my horizons a little bit in the plant world. Now I own a Kava bar, and we sell Kratom here as well, CBD products. So it's not just about cannabis anymore. We will talk a lot about cannabis in this podcast, and it's also a webcast, so you can watch us as well. And big ups to WeBeam TV and Radio Influence for making this happen. This is about education, and we're trying to, inform the masses of some of the things going on in our world. You know, everybody talks about big pharma, how they're smashing people. Well, they're trying to hold a lot of people down. You know, marijuana finally made it through. Kratom and Kava, there's different people going after that as well. So. We're here to educate you guys a little bit. A little bit later, I have a young man who knows a lot more about it than I do. He's definitely going to be talking to you guys about Kava and Kratom, and we'll talk a little marijuana as well. So I'm here, sitting here right now in this comfy chair at the Dignitary Tea and Kava House, and we're open 7 days a week. We're a great place to come hang out. If you have a medical marijuana card, we have a little lounge outside. We can hang out and smoke a little something. That's only if you have your card. Now, if you don't have your card, I suggest you get it. We have Dr. Cannabis roll through here usually once a month. We don't have a date yet. By next week, for sure, we will have a date. But you can go to, if you just Google Dr. Cannabis, he will have some different dates at some different locations. And if you put promo code Dignitary, you get a discount. So we might as well take advantage of that. But I definitely suggest everybody go out there and get their medical marijuana card. I've had mine for a couple of years now, and it just makes sense, people. I know you're getting stuff off the street, and you might think you're getting deals, but you don't know what people are selling you. When you get it at the dispensary, you know exactly what you're getting. It's all science, and nobody's messing with you. So, and I'll be honest with you, we'll talk a little bit about pricing. Curaleaf is my people. We'll talk definitely a lot about pricing, and I don't know where you get your weed, but way back in the day, you would usually pay $300 for an ounce. You go to Curaleaf and on the right day get 2 ounces for $200 or $300. I mean, literally, they're giving the stuff away. So we'll have some pointers, and we'll sit here on some of these episodes and break down some different strains and have different people sitting here and talking and once again educating you guys. As far as events going, we have an event coming up, the Sunshine State Cannabis Festival, with our guy Dr. Brown Cannabis, and we have some of their products here. They have wonderful products. It's the 21st and the 20th of November, so it's coming up real quick. Live music, food trucks, vendors, games, local artists, lectures. You can get your tickets at sunfest420.com or give them a call at 610-297-6939. So that's going on not this weekend, but the weekend after that. So check that out for sure. We will be there. We will have a booth. Come and check us out. Say hi. We'll be selling some Kava and some Kratom. I know a lot of you guys are very curious about this plant and what it produces. Now, I'm done blabbing. I know a little bit about Kava and Kratom. All I know about it, to me, is that, I don't drink alcohol anymore, and I'm just drinking Kava and Kratom in lieu of alcohol. So, people will say, well, you can become addicted to this and that. You can get addicted to anything. Listen, I sip on the stuff. You get a little euphoria. The Kava kind of calms you down a little bit. You get wonderful sleeps, and you're not doing stupid crap like everybody else in the bar is doing. Okay, you don't see the sirens and the cherries and all that kind of stuff, and you're not in the paper. How about that? It's good stuff, right? A lot of athletes should probably check on this a little bit. So I don't know that much about it, but this young man, my business partner, Frank, the Kava OG, knows a lot more than I do. Frank, how you doing, brother?
Doing good, Ian. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. Now, this is our second webcast,
Yep.
and today I want to teach everybody a little bit more about Kava and Kratom, and I'm going to be learning as well, because I sit here and I listen to you explain different things and what Kava and Kratom is about. In layman's term, but let us have it. What exactly is Kratom, first of all?
Kratom is an ethnobotanical tea that is mostly native to Southeast Asia. Places like Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia, all the Vietnam, all the countries over in Southeast Asia have just trees that have been growing wild for, hundreds of years. The trees have been used medicinally my wife is actually Asian, and her family, they call it Kratom. And it's basically it's something where if you chew the leaf, it'll help with pain, it'll help with stress, anxiety. It'll also kind of it has a lot of different medicinal benefits that they've used, and it's came over here in a botanical form. People started using it in powder form when it first came out, and it was available in smoke shops and places like that. But it's kind of evolved more into, people are finding that there's better ways to consume the product. It does help for various things. It helped me with blood sugar. Lowered my blood sugar after 11 months. I was able to kind of wean myself off of diabetes meds. I lost weight. And it's something that it has to be used in a consistent manner. People have tendency, as you said, to get addicted to things.
Sure.
And it's just like anything you can get addicted to. But it's not bad, because you have different types. Like, it does kind of brush the receptors in your mind, the mu receptors that deal with pain and euphoria. So, but it doesn't bind. So it just kind of taps them enough to kind of release that dopamine in your system in order to make you feel good. So, like, whether it's a red strain is going to be your pain relieving, relaxing blend.
See, I have I got some red strain right here. This is my favorite. So some of them, there's a little euphoria to it, and some of them kind of bring you up a little bit, kind of take you down, kind of like marijuana a little bit, right?
All kratom in low doses are going to be kind of a stimulant.
Okay.
It does have a stimulative, because but the more you drink it, the more relaxing and more euphoric it becomes. You can only drink so much. It's
Sure.
one of those things that'll kind of tell you, since it is a plant medicine, it'll tell you when you've had too much. And you just kind of pace yourself, do it the same way every day, the same time. You're going to get a ton of medicinal benefits out of it. The green strain is kind of more euphoric. It helps with a little bit of pain, but it's the one that releases the most dopamine in your brain, and that's the ones that are going to make you happy. The green strains are happy strains, whether it's a Borneo or a super green or a Mengda. All the green veins are usually your happy strains.
Now, how do you normally serve this? I mean, I like it. I don't like to put a lot of sugar in my stuff, so I like it with the skinny syrups and stuff like that. But how do most people usually drink it?
It depends on what you're using it for. A lot of people like cocktails. I mean, so if somebody's like trying to quit drinking alcohol, they still want to kind of have that bar sense. So we'll spruce it up. We'll add some flavoring to it. We'll shake it over in a cocktail shaker and pour it over ice, and give them that idea, like that kind of visual of having an alcohol drink. But instead, they're consuming kratom.
You see, when I started drinking Kava and Kratom, I was going to a couple bars here and there, but I never really understood it. Now that I own a Kava bar, I stand it a little bit more now. Not everybody likes to drink. No, a lot of people like to drink. Not everybody should drink, okay? And the people who don't want to drink and don't drink, they still need a community. And that's what a Kava bar turns into.
It's habits. It's habits. A lot of that is surrounded by
most of it's about the habitual thing.
People want to be around other people. They get used to going to the bar after work and having a cocktail with their friends and everything. It's just they miss that. They probably miss that more than they miss the alcohol in a lot of respects.
So I mean, like at nighttime, I like to get a little red. You were talking about the green is euphoric?
Yeah, green is euphoric and makes you happy.
What about yellow?
White's your daytime. Or yellow, yellow is kind of it's a younger red vein kratom, and it kind of has a more kind of relaxing effect with a little euphoria and a little energy. It's kind of a mixed match of a red, green, and white all together in the same.
Okay. And the white?
The white is your morning strain. That's the one if you're going to go work out, you're going to go to the gym, you want energy. It's the highest stimulant out of them all. It stimulates you, it gets you energized, gets you ready to work out. There's no caffeine. Although the tree itself is in the coffee family, these don't contain caffeine. It's the alkaloids, the metrogene spizosia and the 7-hydroxymetrogene that actually produce the effects.
Yeah, what you said, that all those words. So like when I'm looking at these 4 kratoms here, the white looks a little cloudier, because I've been to some other kratom and Kava bars where a lot of their stuff was extremely cloudy. why do we, and why does everybody seems to like our Kratom better than everybody else? Not talking anybody else is down, but why does ours look more like this and everybody else is more like this?
The reason that white looks like that is because it's down to the bottom of the barrel that we had, so it's got a little bit of grit in it.
Okay.
Kratom, it comes in a powdered form, so when you brew it, you have to just basically brew it in a bucket with water and all that, so their plant material isn't separated by a bag or anything.
Okay.
So some Kratoms are pushed along and people leave that plant material in there in order to make it seem stronger. If you brew it properly, you don't need the plant material. What I have a method where I'm drawing out the alkaloids over about a 14-15 hour period of time.
Wow.
The Kratom just sits and does what it does naturally, and after about 14 hours, I can run it through a strainer bag and get about 90% of the plant material. It still does have sediment in it. It's always going to have that because it is a powdered form. But I get 90% of that out there, and that's really what causes nausea in people. If they drink a Kratom and it's a dirty Kratom, has a lot of grit in it, it'll tend to make them sick to their stomach.
Well, a lot of people have bad experiences with both Kava and Kratom because you can kind of do shortcuts. You know what I mean? I see people just mix it in some water, and like that sounds disgusting to me because it's a process.
It's not good on your body. It's not good on your digestive system. Kratom, one of the main things they use it for over in Thailand is an anti-diarrheal. So it'll plug you up.
Okay.
And if you drink too much of the plant material itself, it'll actually give you some constipation. That really, I've heard, is probably the only side effect.
Really?
So
now you've heard when people can get addicted to it. I mean, I've heard that before. I mean, have you seen somebody who's addicted to Kratom, and what are the side effects if you're addicted to Kratom?
I don't think, I mean, I've seen people that drink a lot
and
of
how
Kratom.
much Kratom would you have to drink to be addicted to Kratom?
You'd have to be drinking a lot, and you'd also have to consuming more powdered form, straight powder without
They're just trying to get messed up.
If you're drinking the filtered teas, those are people that have
you have to drink a lot of filtered tea.
You have to drink a lot of filtered tea to really get to that point. Usually people that have had other issues with opiates and stuff like that are the ones that you'll see tending to do that. And, we try to help them. I mean, it is keeping, that's one of the beauties of Kratom. It is something that can cure the opiate crisis in this country. If it was ever taken away, you would have hundreds of thousands of people that would resort back to heroin and fentanyl and everything. And, wouldn't it be better off if people were consuming a plant as opposed to putting drugs into their system, or however else they do it?
I mean, you're preaching to the choir here, brother.
And that's one of the things we try to do. If I have somebody I know that comes in here, and I have regulars, and I know they have had issues, they're family, man. We take care of them. We make them feel, at home, and we know that they've got a place that they can come, and they're going to have a good time. They're going to drink something that's good for them, and they're not going to be out, doing other negative things.
Well, I was sitting here talking to one of our regulars a couple of days ago, and I didn't really know of his story, and he was telling me how he overdosed 4 times, and he died twice, and he was dead for 47 seconds, and he was addicted to opioids and heroin, a lot of different things that I've never been really exposed to, and he says, like, that's Kava and Kratom is his savior. You know what I mean? Because when crazy stuff happens, he needs a release.
He's one of 100,000 stories.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're all success stories. It seems like, though.
Success stories.
You don't hear if you go from opioids and you substitute with Kratom or Kava, that's a success story already.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard of a story of Kava and Kratom killing anybody, and if it has, please send it. I swear I'll read it but I've never read it. But opioids are smashing people, especially in Florida.
It's an epidemic.
Yes,
it's an epidemic. It's a serious crisis in this country. I mean, a national state of emergency has already been put out for the opioid crisis in this country, and it's people are dying every day of shit that they get on the street that they don't know what they're getting.
Absolutely. No doubt. Okay, let's flip the script a little bit and let's talk a little bit more about Kava now. Now, Kava, I believe I was exposed to Kava first, and then Kratom kind of came afterwards. What came first, Kava or Kratom? Do you know? In like the chicken or the egg type thing?
Kava came first.
Kava came first. Yeah. Okay, so I believe I was exposed to Kava first, and then Kratom came afterwards. After that, and we sell both in here, and everybody speaks very highly of all of our Kava and all of our Kratom, and we've had all the people from all the different Kava bars here, and all the OGs, and you're an OG from way back when, and you know how that goes. But now, talk to people. I'm excited about today because I happen to love kava now. I drink kava every day, every night. I'm sitting here drinking, hanging out before I go to bed, and there's a lot of the stuff that I've had already. We have a couple strains that I've not tried yet, and I'm going to try it right here today. But talk to everybody about the other strains that I have tried already that are here.
So right now we've got 7 kavas in house. I've got basically 6 from Vanuatu, and I've got 1 from Fiji. The Fijian is a black sand, black volcanic soil, and then I've got Stone, Wow, the 2 new ones in the middle, which is Black Sand and Epic. And then I've got, I believe, White Sand and Solomon right on this end. And they're all, I mean, they're all different effects. Kava has a thing called chemotypes that makes up the effects of Kava. And there's 6 major chemotypes, and there's good ones and there's bad ones. So the chemotypes that are really in noble kava are the top 3, and that's what dictates whether it's a mind, body, or, you know, a complete 50-50 or something like that. The 2 new ones we've got now are actually a black sand, which is from Vanuatu, and we've got a one that's called Epic, and it's from an island called Epi in Vanuatu, and it's a single chemotype. So the chemotype that is in that particular kava is the Kavayan, and it's the one that deals with relaxation and euphoria. So I'm really super excited to try it.
Too.
Because I haven't even tried it yet. I just brewed it up a little while ago.
Well, I tell you what, we have young Gabriel here, who is our A1 kava tender. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Say hi to everybody, Gabriel. Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is Gabriel. There he is. See his pink hair, everybody? We ain't crazy around here. All right, get out of here. Go on,
so
get out of here.
This is the Epi Kava, right? Yep, cool. So
okay.
This one is the reason I picked it when I was going to knockemallatHome.com, which are my guys down in Boca Raton, to get it is because it said that it's known for its creaminess and palatable and a nice euphoric, relaxing effect.
Sounds good to me.
So this is one I've been excited about.
Here we go.
Bula.
Bula. Oh,
that one is actually smooth.
It's creamy.
Yeah. Yeah,
very good.
You know, and that's the thing about kava is, you know, people get, oh, kava tastes disgusting, kava tastes terrible.
No, it doesn't.
You know, it doesn't. It really doesn't. Kava has a specific flavor profile that comes from the soil that it's grown in, and it's very delicate. So if you use like hot water, warm water, you're going to change that flavor profile. So I always say, if you're making kava at home and if you're making it somewhere, please use room temperature water. Take your time, do it the right way, and that kava is going to taste amazing. It's really not disgusting. It's something that you get used to.
Well, the first time I had it, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I had it, I was in shock a little bit. I was like, whoa, why would somebody drink that? And then after the 2nd, 3rd, 4th time, and I would explain it this way: it tastes like you're doing something good for your body. That's how it tastes to me. It's like if you're drinking Kool-Aid, it tastes good, right? It's because it's terrible for you. You know, it tastes like you're doing something good for your body, almost like you're, like it kind of has, it's in the same, it's like cannabis a little bit.
I've told you from the very beginning, kava is a spiritual thing as well as a health thing. You know, all of that goes in one. It's all energy, and you know you're doing something good for your body. And the kava does give back. I mean, the benefits that it gives you is everything about respecting that root and, you know, what it's there to do for you. And like anything, if you do it the right way, and you just, you know, you have that reverse tolerance we talked about last week, that, you know, once you've gotten to the point to where you drink kava every day, you don't need a whole lot of kava to go to bed and feel good. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
Well, that's beautiful, is that we have more kava than anybody else out there. There's no doubt. Now, here's the other new one that we got. This one is this black. This is black sand.
This is black sand. Yeah, this is a Vanuatu black sand too.
All right. So we have the lovely Elisa, who doesn't quite work here yet, but she's right on the horizon.
This is a 50-50 mind and body kava, which means it has 3 or 4 chemotypes that are working together.
Really?
Yeah, as opposed to the single chemotype in the epi.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's do this. Shows up. Bula.
Bula.
Of course, I dribbled my kava all over the place.
That's okay. Ooh.
Oh, that one's numbing.
You know you have some good kava when it numbs your tongue a little bit.
Yeah, actually,
you know
that one I like that one a lot.
That one's delicious. I think I like the Epic better.
Yeah, really. I like the Black Sand.
A little creamier. Delicious. Yeah. We have the most delicious kava in town.
Yeah, and the thing is, I want to stay consistent with the kava. You know, I'm going to do consistent single gallon batches. I'm going to stick with a Fijian brewing method, which is probably the most consistent for me. Control the quality of the kava, and I'm going to make sure that, you know, if you come in here and you try some of our kava, you're going to get something that's going to be different than any place you've tried kava before.
And that's a beautiful thing. Now, I know that we definitely push for people to get their medical marijuana card, and like I said, Dr. Cannabis shows up here probably once a month, and we'll have a date coming up here real soon. I'll let you guys know. I'm definitely gonna have a talk with him tomorrow. I want to start locking in some dates. And we'll start letting you guys know what's happening in the Dignitary Tea and Kava House. We're going to have some events here, so this would be a great way to find out about that as well. But I push everybody to get your medical marijuana card. I'm just telling you, if you don't have it, you're crazy. And I pushed Frank at first, didn't really get it. And then finally I said, you got to get your stinking medical marijuana card. And he's looking around and seeing everybody rolling around, patrolling with all these different strains and stuff. And then finally he gets his medical marijuana card, and I'll stop talking. Frank, how has your experience been so far with your new medical marijuana card?
It's been amazing. Actually, it's been great. You know, it's funny for me too because, you know, I've looked for RSO oil and I never wanted to buy it on the street, and I just started getting the Rick Simpson oil, and my back is feeling. I'm sleeping better. It's great, and it's just it's a beautiful thing, man. It's unlike anything I ever thought I would experience in this lifetime, but to be able to go in some place and use marijuana or get marijuana medicinally and not have to look over your shoulder or worry about whether you're going to get ripped off and all that. I mean, you know exactly what you get. The people at Cureleaf are amazing.
Yes, they are.
I mean, you go in, they're right on top of you. They got the iPad, and, you know, they tell you everything. They explain it all. They educate you. They let you know what works best for what ails you. I mean, it was the best experience of my life. I'm still giddy. I'm still like a little girl.
I swear, I've sent so many people to get the card, and I said, talk to me afterwards, just explain. And then right afterwards, it's literally, they all have this glow to them.
Yeah.
And it's like Disneyland a little bit. I swear, it's like, if you enjoy marijuana, it's like Disneyland.
Yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I hate Disneyland. But I love Cureleaf.
Disneyland on marijuana, though.
I don't like. I've done Disneyland on marijuana. It sucks. It's hot, and you know why it sucks? It's in Orlando.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Orlando.
We love our
nothing.
Orlando peeps, though, man. Come to Dignitary and have some kava with us.
Yeah, we'll take you over here. I know you want to leave Orlando anyways. Come on over here. We're in the corner of West Shore and Gandy.
Yeah,
and,
I don't think there's any kava in Orlando, from what I hear.
They're not advanced enough to have kava yet. Maybe in 2079 or something like that. But listen, I got hooked to kava. Not hooked on it for a while here. It's about 6 months since I stopped drinking, and I did realize that there wasn't a kava bar here in the South Tampa area. So we opened right here at 4817 Southwest Shore. We're gonna be, we're just getting ourselves, going right now. It's been about 3 months. I got myself. I got, my man Frank right here. My boy Joey P is gonna be hanging out with us as well. So we're kind of building a team. I love the fact that I already have radio influence here and We Beam TV. Now we're gonna be doing a lot more things. We got more different pieces we're gonna put together, but we're building a team. And marketing is something that we do as well. And the Beckel and Retro Show, as you see my gear. If you guys ever need any printing, we have a print shop right behind this wall right here. We're an event space, but basically we're a cafe, we're a kava bar. We have the best kratom around. We have yerba mate now. Talk to him about yerba mate exactly. I had Martin Gramatica the other day, and he's Brazilian, and he was tripping on our yerba mate. He loved him some yerba mate. Talk to him what that is.
Yerba mate is it's a tea from the Amazon rainforest, basically Brazil and all that in South America, and it's a good energy tea. It's a good clean energy. We have the Goyaki brand here, and we have cans of their cans. We have the sparkling, we have the passion, we have the cold brews. We also have loose leaf and tea bags for Goyaki. It's just a great clean energy. It's an alternative to coffee. You just got to try it. I mean, if you haven't really tried yerba mate, do some research on it. It's just a good, clean caffeine. Very light, very mellow tea. The cans and the bottles we have are super delicious.
Absolutely.
Super delicious, low in sugar, very good for you. There's actually, I have some unsweetened ones for people that don't do sugar.
The Kalos are popular
Yeah,
too.
Kalos are also popular. Kalo is a hemp-infused seltzer water, so it's got CBD benefits to it.
I love
We've
a
got
Kalo.
watermelon, strawberry, pomegranate peach, lemon lime, and lemon lavender.
I remember when I first had a Kalo, I actually mixed it with vodka when I was drinking, so I've come a long way.
Yeah.
I got cut the vodka out of it.
Yeah, the Kalos are great, and we're gonna have more stuff. We're looking into bringing some more vendors in and getting some different things like kombucha and stuff down the road. So
We have some crazy Delta 8 products now. You just got to come in and check and see what we have. We try to keep it as local as we can. We want to help our own people in our own community, because that's what we're all about. And listen, if you're about the community as well, if you enjoy sports like we do, I don't know if there's any other Kava bars out there that really emphasize sports. Sports is what I'm about.
No, not too many. Usually you're having to watch it while listening to music.
Usually it's about the visual part of it, but I like to be DJing sometimes.
Yeah, but
too,
I mean, even other Kava bars, a lot of Kava bars, it's just you can't
They
watch
don't
it.
really
If it's
care.
like a big event, they're still gonna have music blaring.
And listen, no other Kava bar during the Bucks game is Michael Clayton gonna be walking around and all these other dignitaries hanging out here. You know what I mean? The Tiger King, no doubt about that. But yeah, man, we put together a nice little business here.
Yeah, man.
It's only been about 3-4 months
goes.
now, and I see it going upwards. We got lots of cool people helping us out, and we're finishing up our lounge outside for the medical marijuana card. Just go outside, you can smoke. As long as you have your card, don't come up here, acting a fool. Now, if you have your card, everything is good. We're doing it legally.
Yeah, it's a good spot to just go out and chill too. If you want to go out and read a book and have some coffee and stuff out there, it's beautiful. We got plants, we got bamboo, we got.
Bring your own. If you want to bring food in, bring food in, and we're pretty lenient about everything. So. Just as long as everybody's real chill here, everybody has a chill vibe. You don't see too many fights in Kava bars. You know what I mean? We try to take it easy.
It's all about community. It's family. I mean, Kava, like I said last week, it breeds community, it breeds family, it brings people together.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back next week again. This has been Plant Power, and this is a new podcast, and we're talking about a little everything, a little marijuana, a little Kava, a little Kratom, a little CBD, the whole 9 yards. So everybody have a wonderful weekend, and please be safe. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.